Thanks for staying with TVC News. Back here in Lagos, many passengers hoping to board the federal government's free train ride targeted at cushioning the economic effect of traveling during this Yuletide have been left stranded at the Alagomeji train station. Correspondent Olaide Oyewole was there to monitor the situation and tells us more.
When you hear there's a free train ride and it falls during Yuletide, trust Nigerians to take advantage. On a normal day, the Abuja train station does not experience this high number of passengers. But today, they are maximizing the opportunity granted by the federal government. As it should be by this time, all passengers should be on board, ready to travel. However, we noticed that a good number of passengers are still outside the terminal, with anxiety and disappointment written all over their faces.
Oh, well, I got here around to 7 and there were lots of people on the queue. So I thought they were just going to check them in since the train was free. But then it took a long time and at some point it stopped and it started attending to people that booked online. So that's why you see so many people here waiting to get into the train. But then I feel like they should have announced that it's going to be strictly online because now they're not attending to people that just came in to, board the train.
I normally apply the route, use the train often. But I can't because I want to take a free ride. I'll be waiting like this, line up like this. That's the issue. It's a very good initiative, which is welcome for people to enjoy.
This old woman came here as early as 6:30 this morning, only to be told that she can't board because she didn't book online. Some of the passengers also complained that the site has been down, thus making booking difficult.
And I can hear some officials saying, we have to wait till 4 p.m. for the next train. And someone was saying people have been here since 4 a.m. And I tried to register online. This website was not going, so that's had so many people frustrated.
The train has left the station, and the passengers are leaving one after the other in the hope they will make it in time for the next train ride.
As you can see right behind me, this place is near empty. Even passengers who are hoping to board the train have left. Some of them are hoping to be back by 4 p.m. But that is not a certainty because they have to book online to be able to meet up with the time. Can they be able to meet up tomorrow morning? Well, we hope and see. Olaide Oyewole, TVC News, Lagos.
And talking about the free train rides initiated by the federal government during this Yuletide season, Nigerians have been commending the process so far. A cross-section of individuals interviewed by TVC News at the Monia station in Ibadan, Oyo State, described the process as seamless and smooth, urging the federal government to replicate such initiatives to alleviate the hardship being faced by the people. Well, this station, that's Monia station, witnessed a large turnout of passengers, and they also hoped that the process will continue to be stress-free throughout the festivities. Also in Abuja, commuters also commended the federal government for implementing the 50% slash in public transport fares. Some of the commuters confirmed to TVC News that they got a rebate of 50% on getting to the park. For others who used the trains, the situation wasn't different as the rail service was entirely free of charge. And our correspondent, Helen Osamede-Akins, is standing by at the Idu rail station in Abuja, while Olaide Oyewole is standing by for updates for us in Ibadan, where he is at the Monia station. Let's begin with Olaide, if you will. So Olaide, tell us more of what you are seeing at the Monia station.
Well, so Kemi, I can confirm to you that the train arrived at the station, the Monia station, at exactly 10:45 a.m. today. And guess what? There was a huge turnout of passengers trooping out from the train. And with excitement and joy all over their faces, they were happy about the process. A lot of them commended the process and says, look, we have never had this seamless and smooth since we have been booking for train train ride. Even on regular days, we've never had it this smooth and seamless. And they are commending the federal government and hope that the federal government would replicate this in other aspects and other sectors. But then the interesting thing is about it is that for those who applied online, it really favors them for those who applied online, and that is why they have been able to benefit from all of this. A lot of them are happy that they are coming home to celebrate with their families. They are coming home to meet their loved ones, and then they are happy that at least they will be free from having to struggle to get vehicles and travel through the road and being scared of getting accidents and all of those. So they are happy to be home, and they have commended the federal government for a job well done.
All right, let me check with Helen Osamede-Akins, standing by at the Do train station in Abuja for feedback from her own end. How is it looking so far, Helen? Helen, we've already seen that you're standing by for us at the Idu train station. Tell us how it's been so far, though you had earlier reported that there was a large turnout of passengers. But tell us more on what you're seeing at Idu.
All right, like I earlier said in my script, we're at the Idu rail station right now in Abuja. But before getting to this place, we also went to some of the designated parks at Utako, and then where we met with passengers who were so excited, and they confirmed to us that even despite they have paid already online, they have booked, at the time they got to the park, their 50% was transferred to them, and for them they are so excited. And getting to the Idu rail station where we are right now, the same thing the passengers said, that they booked online and they paid no dime. It was totally free, and they are also excited. But if you can see right behind me, some passengers are not able to make it because they did not book online, and getting here, they are not selling tickets direct to passengers. So some of them are just waiting, are hoping to go back home and try again tomorrow, where they wish they can get access to the portal where they'll be able to register.
All right, still
aside that, some of the passengers we spoke to also told us about their ugly experience. Some of them said they couldn't do the transaction online at their homes, but at the time they got to the station, especially those from Kaduna, they arrived from Kaduna to Abuja this morning. They were able to get people who were able to help them with the booking, and then they collect a token from them. And they want the government, the federal government, to put measures in place to checkmate the situation, to ensure that this process and the gesture is seamless.
All right, quickly with you. All right, let's move over now to Olaide Oyewole, who is standing by for us at Monia or your state. So what's it like for those people who get to use the portal? Because Helen just reported about complaints in accessing the portal. There appears to be some form of glitches, perhaps understandable due to the influx at this time and with the federal government's announcement. But is that the same for passengers over there at Monia? Okay, right here in Ibadan, well, a cross-section of them who I spoke with did not complain about, the website being overcrowded with traffic. But one of the passengers that I spoke with confirmed to me that she started applying for the tickets since around morning yesterday, and then by the time it got to afternoon, she was able to apply for it, and immediately she applied, she knew that she was going to embark on the journey today. So a lot of them also said some of them applied in the midnight, in the middle of the night, where they know that people will be sleeping by that time, and then they know that the traffic will be a little bit, low, so they can apply. So that is the update from here. A lot of them applied through the night, according to what they said, and they did not have. So I spoke with the management also and said, so far they've not had any complaints about huge traffic online on the website, and people are even calling them that, see, how can you help us do this online? What they just tell them is go online and do it yourself.
We don't want to have any issue of racketeering. We don't want to have any issue of saying, okay, we want to give you this to help us do some of these things. So just go online and apply, and then you board the train to wherever you want to go. So far, yeah, there's not been complaints about the website.
Quickly, Olaide, what's the status regarding the half tickets, for those who want to utilize traveling by road? What's the status there? How smooth has that been so far?
Well, right here, a couple of transport. The government had contract with some of those transport firms, and we don't really have a lot of them here in Ibadan. So, but the little we have, we see passengers around, and we know that a lot of them are trying to enjoy from the initiative. And then we see some of them around who always hang around. For example, if you go to a place that there's a particular section at Oyo, to see those traveling to the east, I know those people are trying to enjoy from that initiative. So they hang around and hoping to travel, to greet to see their family members for the Christmas and the New Year celebration. So here, there's not been really the hustling and bustling to travel with 50% discount on the transport, but there is a significant number of people. There are a significant number of people who are traveling from here to the east and other parts of the country using the 50% discount.
All right. I would like, both you and Helen to go for this next question. Helen, you go first. Tell us how sufficient the trains are. If you would put a finger as to the ratio between the passengers on ground and the trains available, what would it be like? Is there enough to go around? Helen?
Yes, Kemi, the train were just very available. Some of the passengers confirmed to us that most of the seats were empty. They had to just drive and bring them down like that just to make sure they do not keep them. There were enough trains to convey people, but for the train service, they have a particular time which the train can move. So for those who are able to meet up at that time, they were able to go. But they confirmed to us that the train was convenient and most of the seats were empty and I think it's as a result of most people not being able to log into the portal to book in for their tickets.
Olaide?
Yes, the train will be convenient and will be enough for the people to travel here in Ibadan too, because I can see right in front of me, although my camera cannot tilt there, I can see those who have to travel by 4 already, arriving at the train station to travel. And the number of people I can see here, is not as much as those who came from Ibadan. So we are hoping that they will also come in. But so far, and the number of people I'm seeing here, the train will be enough for them. And I even hope that there will be enough space for them to travel back to Lagos.
All right, Olaide Oyewole.
Ibadan, every part of Oyo State.
All right, Olaide Oyewole, that would be all for now. Thanks a lot for the updates. Olaide Oyewole standing by with updates for us from the Monia train station in Oyo State. And Helen Osamede-Akins bringing us updates from the Idu train station in Abuja. Thanks to you both and Merry Christmas in advance. And that's TVC Midday News. From all of us here, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to get details of all stories we're monitoring on our website. It's tvcnews.tv. That's our website address. And then you could also check us out on all our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News NG. Also, we're on YouTube, live on YouTube at TVC News Nigeria.